comes to your mind when you talk about e-commerce? Okay, we feel e-commerce is what? Shopping on the part of internet. We have various media for doing shopping. We have our computers, we have laptops, we have mobile phones, we download the apps, we perform shopping using them. Okay, so that is m-commerce. But in reality, e-commerce is not only restricted to doing shopping. It involves other activities such as one business house dealing with other business house, and also multiple internal processes to support this business. That is buying products, selling, hiring, planning, etc. Now, I know I'm very much aware that you all are aware of different types of websites, different category of websites, and you must be using all of them. But just to understand the marketing and the revenue model strategies, I will just brush up once again all the websites. Starting with all of our favorite, that is online shopping websites. We have many of them. Amazon, Myntra, Jabong, Max Fashion, etc., etc. The list is enormous. Then we have the online banking services. These services are very, very helpful for us because we do not have to go to the banks, stand in long queues for hours. We can avail all the services online. We have the search engines. These search engines are helpful for us. Almost they have become our lifeline. Any problem we face, we can always use these search engines. Then mailing services have almost become a part of our life. Then we have certain services such as traveling, booking tickets. They help us in planning our holidays, booking tickets, hotels for us. Fine. We have social media, which is very, very liked by all of us. Then the media companies put their newspapers online so that it is very, very convenient for the people to read them. Online job portals play a very important role for both the job seekers and the recruiters. Job seekers can post their CVs, while recruiters can post their advertisements. So both of them can interact. It provides a common platform for them. We have buying and selling of many type of products and real estate, cars. We have many websites for them. Then OLX is a good example where you if you want to sell something, let us say for example I have an old refrigerator and I want to sell it off, so I can always place an ad on OLX and anybody interested to buy may contact me. Then other services are there such as insurance policies, shared trading, etc. You all are aware of these all websites, but why am I highlighting them? If you see the diverse nature of these type of websites, so you can see that some of these websites are dealing directly with the customers, like Max Fashion, Biba. These type of companies are directly selling to the customers, while you have Amazon, Myntra. What these websites are doing, they are placing products from other website of other brands and they are selling to the customers. So they are mediators. So these are the business models which e-commerce follows: business to consumer, business to business, and consumer to consumer. So if you have business to consumer model, that is what we all follow. As a customer, we log on to the online stores. We are offered huge range of products. We are given discounts, offers. We select some products, put them in our shopping cart. We go for a safe payment option and the product is delivered to us. It is followed by an after sales service, or it is followed by a good exchange or return policy. Then the next category is the business to business. Business to business is where one business house deals with another business house for raw materials, for subcomponents, or maybe it is a part of the supply chain management. or one business house is promoting a smaller business house to take over or maybe to promote their business. So, two business houses interacting with each other. And the third one category is the consumer to consumer. I gave you the example of OLX where one consumer can place their ad and interact with another consumer. In this model, Ola and Uber are classic examples where the Ola and the Uber drivers are the customers of the organization. They get registered themselves as drivers or the cars, and we as a consumer avail their services. Now, going back to the diverse categories of websites once again. Let us see how they are going to sell the products. You can see that in each category, there are so many websites listed. I have listed few of them, but there are others, right? Now, suppose you want to sell a t shirt. Amazon wants to sell a t shirt. What is the marketing strategy it will take? Maybe it will give an offer buy one, get one free, a pack of three, free shipping, 50% off, etc. etc. Fine. And the customer will get lucrative offer and he will buy. But if you want to sell a mailing service, right? If you are having you are providing mail services, then how are you going to market? Are you going to say buy one get one free mail service? Does it make any sense? No. So, marketing using the web is little bit tricky. It is not same as what you do on using television, newspapers and banners. Okay. Using this television and newspaper, we go for an emotional branding. That is, we appeal to the customer in an emotional way. If you want to sell an insurance, then you show grandparents, grandchildren's, all of them are dependent on the father and he has to insure his family. So you are giving an emotional appeal. But this will work only when you are on a passive mode, when the customers are in a passive mode. By passive mode, I mean when the customers cannot control what they want to see. If you are watching a cricket match on television, and if this advertisement is broadcasted, you are seeing this. You have no option. In television, you do not have a skip ad option. Fine. But this type of business or emotional branding is not suitable in e commerce because in e commerce or in web, customers can control what they want to see. They are in an active mode. They can always close the tab if they do not like. They can always skip the ad if they do not like. So you have to appeal to the customers in a different way. You have to give a cognitive appeal to the customers. Suppose you are selling cloud services. So how are you going to convince to the customer that how much of data storage you will get? What are the different facilities you will get using our cloud storage options? This is what the customers will get attracted to. Or like if we are selling a mailing service, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, how do they promote? They will say 50% more storage space. That is what you will look for. Another way of making your website or marketing your website is to list it properly on the search engine ranking, where your website gets listed when somebody searches for it. Say, I am a Nave user. I want to buy an airline ticket, but I do not know which website to go for. So I will just write down online air ticket. Okay. And some listing is given Yatra, Make My Trip, Go Ibibo, Ixigo, etc. Now, how are these websites listed? Of course, they are based on the customer reviews, customers' ratings, popularity, etc. But paid placement also has an important role. What do you mean by paid placement? That you are going to pay something to the search engine to get your website promoted, to get your website listed on the search engine ranking. This is how you can promote your business. Now, if you again go back to the websites and see those diverse options, see, I have listed some of the names in each category, like Amazon, Flipkart, and say Mintra. This way I am listing. But you know that there are so many options. Fine. If you want to buy a mobile phone, if Amazon has a higher price, you check the price on Flipkart. If it is having a higher price, you go. You have so many options, right? Now these websites have a maintenance overhead. They have to maintain their high speed servers, networks. They have to focus on marketing strategies. They have to give salary to the manpower. And after giving all this, they have to generate their own revenue. Okay. So they cannot charge more from the customers because customers have lot of options nowadays. If you start charging, I will move over to other website. So the websites have to generate revenue, which is quite challenging for them because they cannot charge more from the customer. At the same time, they have to generate the revenue or the profit for them. So let us see which are the different models by which these websites generate revenue. The first model is the sales model, or it is also called as web catalog model. As the name suggests, you have a catalog of products. Okay, so if you want to buy a mobile phone, you go through the catalog, you have a display of items, you have a description about the items, you go for the product, you select it. This is how you are going to purchase. So which products comes under this model? You can go for books, clothes, gifting items, flowers, etc. So you are given a catalog, you go through, and by selling only they generate the revenue. Now, who are the target audience for this model? The target audience is huge. If you are selling clothes, so your customer can be a newborn baby to an elderly senior citizen. So you have products for everybody and you have a huge target audience. The second model is the digital content revenue model. This model, the websites which sell books or some type of digital content come under this category. Now, what is a digital content? Majorly, the books, the research papers, the journal publications, they are the digital content. Now, which model comes here? I have taken the example of Springer.com. They are leading publishers of conference proceedings, journals, books, etc. And they have digital content for almost all disciplines. But who are going to be their customers? Those people who are either pursuing research in the particular discipline, or they are in the teaching profession, or they are working on this discipline, something like that. So the audience or the targeted audience for this type of model is quite narrow. Okay. Now these type of websites sell their digital content, sell the books, and the customers are very, very limited. The third model is the advertising model. Web portals comes under this category. What do you mean by advertising? Means these websites put some advertisement of some other organizations and generate revenue. Say I want to go for a vacation to some place and I want to just find out which are the interesting restaurants or the good cafes over there. I may log on to TripAdvisor and search for some local restaurants. Okay. So TripAdvisor does what? They are based on the customer reviews, feedbacks, they post the advertisements of the famous restaurants and the cafes. And in return, they are charging some money from those restaurants for placing their ad. So this is how they are generating revenue. The next model is very interesting. It is called as affiliate model. Affiliate means, suppose you are a very, very small business. You have just started your business. Nobody knows you. Fine. Now, a very, very good option of getting yourself promoted is to get yourself affiliated with some well-known business house. Fine. So you join that business. They will help you in promotion, and in return, you give them some money. Now, how you give them money? Maybe per click or per transaction. For this, I have taken the Classic example of Facebook. Often when we scroll the news feed, we see such type of advertisements in between. Tribes India. Tribes India may be a newer business which is started selling ethnic wear and jewelry, and they want to get themselves promoted. So they have affiliated with Facebook. Facebook book will show their advertisements. You click on shop now option. So for every click or for every transaction, Tribes India will give some money to Facebook. Similarly, Udemy. Udemy is an academy of different types of programs. So if you want to join the Udemy Academy or you want to get some offer, you get an offer via Facebook, via clicking through Facebook, and in return, you give some money to Udemy. Sorry, to Facebook. Next model is the fee for transaction model. As the name suggests, it is transaction. For every transaction, you are giving some money. So the classic examples are online banking. So we all do third party transfer. And during that, we have to give some commission fees or transaction charge. Then angel broking helps for performing a share trading. So whenever you either buy or sell some shares, you have to give some money, okay, for every transaction. And the last model is the fee for service model, where you are giving some money for in return of getting some service. What type of service you will get? Okay, you will get the service like professional insurance advisory, or maybe medical or dietitians, right? So I want to consult a dietitian. So I enroll for her service, and she will give me a diet plan, diet chart, and in return of getting that service, I will give her some money. Okay, so these are the different revenue models by which the various e-commerce websites generate their revenue. Okay, because they cannot charge in this tough competition, they cannot charge more from the customers. Since customers have so many options, they always have an option to move to other website. Fine.